There are strange political terms that politicians use to describe some countries or to describe some political situations for hours, even though these terms remain funny, but the term banana republic has become common among these terms. It's really like what I heard, right? Well, it means banana republic. It loves the B represents a diminution of a state's capabilities. Unfortunately, some Arab countries are heading towards this fate, towards becoming banana republics. He told me a story and evolved over time. The first one to use this word was an American author, an American writer named William Sidney. He wrote a 1904 short story collection called Cabbage and Kings. In this collection, he led his experiences through the stories of his work when he was visiting Honduras. The truth is, he was not visiting it and he was running away from it. He was accused of cases in America, embezzlement cases, and fled to Honduras several years ago. He saw the situation that exists there in Honduras and he said, Banana Republic, Honduras is a banana republic. And he began writing his story and he put this word Banana Republic in it, which is the Republic of Honduras. The first use of this word was in 1904, here at the beginning of the 20th century. But the Republic of Honduras has been a banana republic since the late 19th century. What does a banana republic mean? Honduras is a classic banana republic? What do you mean? I mean, the country doesn't do anything other than growing bananas? It had very large quantities of bananas, Banana Lands, a company of American companies. At that time, the date company was called United Fruit Company. The fruit company and the date company, exists now. It means that it disappeared with time in political events. It is very large globally because the date company expanded terribly. I mean, the date company dominated the banana market, in Honduras. In this period, the entire people of Honduras were turned into workers in the company.
And she bought, I will not say most of the state's lands, almost all of the state's lands.
It carried out coups in the state and installed a president over the state who would be its subordinate and colluding with it, and began to employ the entire state to serve the interest of the international company or the American company, United Fruit. And even this means that they were using heinous methods in dealing with workers, that is labor unrest, which they dealt with fire. They killed very large numbers of workers outright. Clearly, I mean, it is as if it is a country that is killing rebels against it. Also, they were doing something very strange. They gave workers whose wages were coupons. The wages were very low. They enslaved people and gave them their wages with coupons and coupons. They only bought from the company's banks, the company's stores, or the company's stores in order to benefit. Again, workers spent their wages only at the company's stores. We trade in the company, which is the fruit company, which means, of course, destroying the entire economy of Honduras for many years and until now. I mean, Honduras is one of the very poor, very weak countries because of this issue of attrition. It was a banana republic based only on exporting bananas. I mean, this word has come to be used for the country that produces a product like bananas. But don't do anything else, otherwise you export this product and people live on the crumbs that come from the profits of this export. They say that Latin America and the Caribbean had approximately 20 countries, of which at least 13 were banana republics other than Honduras. I mean, among them, Guatemala referred to them, for example, and Ecuador also referred to them. Guatemala, Ecuador, and other countries that were banana republics based on this topic. This term continued for a while, and then it developed.
It has come to mean that any country lives on a specific product of natural resources by exporting it abroad.
It does not do anything other than this, calling it a banana republic, even if this product is not a banana of any type of production. I mean, Laos, like Asia, is called a banana republic. It prefers wood and does nothing but export wood. It has many forests and only exports wood, and all the people are enslaved in this matter. For example, we have a country like Cuba, which is also a banana republic that exports sugar, tobacco, and smoke. I mean, do you know that the Cuban cigarette is famous? And it is not necessary, by the way, for these products to be simple. I mean, it does not have to be sugar, wood, or bananas. No, this could be diamonds. For example, diamonds in Botswana are a banana republic because they are based on exporting diamonds. See how expensive they are. It is also not important that our number is small. It may remain a very huge country with a large population density like Nigeria. Nigeria is a banana republic. Why does it export oil, but it does not do anything other than exporting oil? Now the word or means not now, in the period after the period of the first banana republic. The word has developed, it has developed to the point that any country produces a specific product, that is, this product is wow. It is completely dependent on it and it is not controlled by a global company or several global companies in this matter, and the people are living in very difficult conditions. As a result of this situation, they call it a banana republic. The largest and deepest development has occurred in recent decades. They have come to call a banana republic for a country that has characteristics. Comorid Honduras was the first to receive the name, or the republics that produced this color from trade called it the Banana Republic, even if Mahiash was completely familiar with this topic. This is very important because this is a classification of a specific situation experienced by very many countries with the characteristics that exist in the Banana Republic, so that we can keep in mind that this is a danger that almost threatens Arab countries, possibly 9 of them. I mean, this is really one of the very dangerous things. First, the state depends on exports. Natural resources have no development. Naves does the MFHSH intake. Navesh means all simple needs. But they depend on the export of natural resources. Whether the natural resources are agricultural resources from the land, like the banana issue, or the natural resources are mineral resources from within the land. Is the country controlled by a company or international companies that manage the country as a complete commercial company? A, her profits. A certain ruling class goes to me, the certain ruling class, many of them will cooperate with the external parties that are shopping for this product that this country produces, and the entire people are engaged in labor. The labor of this product that the president produces in this country is often unelected. Even if he was elected in elections. Formally and beautifully and directly colludes with the companies that purchase these products. From this country, the profit in this country, in this trade, belongs to the short or small elite class, most of whom exist in the country, a very small number of the rich, including, of course, foreigners who are the company, the partners who run the company that manages this land, including the small ruling clique that is walking with this atmosphere. The profits are theirs, but if there is debt on this trade goes to the state, which means something very heinous. The profits are earned individually, personally, and the debts are lost. The losses that occur for this trade are borne by the state treasury. So it is the form of the state, but it is the company, a company in which you gain along the way. You are an international company. Or as a ruler, I mean, cooperating with this company, and the people are losing all along because the state bears the losses and it means that as a Ministry of Finance, it bears all these burdens. Of course, there is no rule of law in this country, there are no fair provisions, there are no real institutions, and the rates of corruption in it are very, very high. If the transparency reports that are released at the world level decline, you will always find these countries at the bottom of the ranking. The rates of corruption remain terrible. This country is unable to defend itself. Its symbolic army is permissible and does not achieve any kind of defense for this country. Of course, the gap between the rich and the poor in this country is huge, meaning a very, very wide gap. Unfortunately, there are several Arab countries threatened with this fate. The fate of the Banana Republic as a result of the civil wars that exist inside the country due to divisions between the people, the absence of a clear administrative form, and high rates of corruption in the country. This means that the country is going through an unfortunate economic cycle that may be controlled by some global powers as a result of this bad situation that the country is going through. Can we list 7 Arab countries with this fate? Somalia, Sudan, Libya, Syria, Lebanon, Palestine, and Yemen.
I have comments on this important topic, and I conclude the episode with them. The first comment is that we do not say the names of these countries, belittling them. God forbid, they are the countries of our people and the countries of our people, and we are afraid for them. We say this to alert you to work that will have a return on this matter. These countries must quickly solve their problems and move towards repairing the rift quickly, because we are heading towards disasters, a republic. This banana remains a really dangerous thing. It does not mean a feather in the fear of the wind. Anyone who moves it directs it according to need, so that they will remain peoples, and peoples who do not need food and drink, healthcare and shelter, and so many things are under pressure. The pressure of need and possible damage means decisions are made that affect the course of the state, consecutive decades. We call on these peoples to put the interest of the country ahead of the interest of individuals and bodies, and to concede the conflicting parties and sit with some for the benefit of all of them. This will be the case. The third need is that I am not with those who claim that all Arab countries are banana republics. No, I mean, this is a pessimistic and unrealistic view. In fact, thanks to God, we have a number of Arab countries. It means it has a global status and ranking in measurements, such as power measurements, meaning on, for example. The issue of armies, we have 3 Arab countries whose armies are in the 30th, the first in the entire world. This means that Egypt is ranked number 19 in armies. We have Saudi Arabia number 24 and Algeria 26. And the Arab countries remain not far from this matter. We have countries, God willing, whose military strength is protective. For their people, banana republics are not enough. We have strong economic forces. We are part of the 30 most economically powerful countries in the world, including Saudi Arabia at 19 and the UAE at 28. Other countries are also close to these rankings. Praise be to God, we are among the Arab countries, including many countries that have the ability to become a sovereign state and have military, economic, social, intellectual, and historical capabilities that allow them to continue strongly in the turbulent world in which we live. The last and a very, very important point, the fourth, is that Muslims should join forces to protect these countries that are exposed to this fate. I mean, this is not an issue private to them, not an issue private to Sudan, private to Yemen, private to Syria, or anything like that, and they solve their problems alone. No, we are Muslims, and Muslims for us, which means duties towards each other and guardian, and there are rights for each party. Our messenger, may God bless him and grant him peace, says in the hadith of Al-Bukhari and Muslim on the authority of Al-Numan bin Bashir, may God be pleased with them. He said, we ask the believers in their affection, compassion, and sympathy, represent the body if a member complains about it. The rest of the body collapses due to staying up late and feverish. This is the words of the Prophet. May God bless him and grant him peace, in addition to the fact that the security of these 7 countries is guaranteed. And other Arab countries that may need support in any kind of different types of support, military, political, diplomatic, etc. Economically and otherwise, this security will bring good to the rest of the countries. When Sudan's situation is secure, Egypt will certainly be in trouble. Well, why safe? Libya's situation will be better for Egypt, Tunisia, and Algeria because it has neighbors, borders, and participates in very many matters as Syria's situation is secure. It will remain fine, and Palestine will remain fine, and so on. Yemen will remain. Saudi Arabia is fine. I mean, we have a very, very close geographical locations and the direct impact on each other than the great mixing between peoples with each other. We hope that we will gather our words together to get out of this description, and we ask God Almighty to honor Islam and Muslims. May God reward you well, and may God's peace, mercy, and blessings be upon you.